Hey everyone, I'm Jake from the Propfinder team, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get the most out of all things to do with NBA, research, and cheat sheets that Propfinder has to offer. Let's dive right on into it. One thing I want to note before we get started is that good means green, red means bad. I will be doing a Q&A soon, but just note that for this video, we get a lot of questions, especially on the defensive matchup rankings. When it says rank 1 versus shooting guard, that means Grayson Allen has the best matchup, and the Utah Jazz defense gives up a lot of, in this case, field goal makes. So they are ranked 1 in giving up the most. That's what this green signifies. That's what this green signifies here. So note that. Now let's get started. One thing you'll notice, this looks very similar to last year. The only thing different is the darker green, just signifying a stronger hit rate. Lighter green, still a good hit rate. And then red, a bad hit rate. And deep red is 0 in these cases here. Yellow signifying a mediocre matchup. And then red being bad matchups. So just note that. I will be posting the general video here about just this UI and how everything works. So if you're brand new to Propfinder, brand spanking new, check out that video. It's like 5 minutes. It'll give you a heads up on everything to expect, just all the UI, and it's just really informative, just 5 minutes. This video is specifically for NBA, so watch that. If you know how to use Propfinder, then just keep watching this, but that video will help you if you're brand new to Propfinder. That's the only difference here, is just the layout, just mainly the colors and the matchup, how we have it. So green is good, red is bad, all you need to know. So next, let's click on a player, Grayson Allen. You'll notice all of this is the same. You could filter by any props here. Again, all of that will be in that video of just how to use this UI as well. I'm just going to point out key differences from last season to this season and how to take advantage of them. So the best addition in this season, in my opinion, is the filters. So all of these filters, you guys should remember these if you were with us last season. Home, away, win, loss, everything here, as well as the minutes. But the new filters are manually inputted, so you can manually input field goals attempted, threes, twos, free throws, passes made, potential assists, and rebound chances. This is very, very important, and I will be taking advantage of all of these. So if you want to see games where Grayson Allen is home in a loss, and he gets, 18 minutes, and he shot the ball 5 times. Last season, he went over that line in every single game. And once you want to clear those filters, just click clear. You could also mix and match injured players in that as well. So, for example, Jalen Green out and 5 potential assists. And then obviously you'd go to assists here. And you could see without Jalen Green, again, you could click here, or you could click clear when you're done with those filters. But take advantage of those, mix and match everything, use those a lot, because those will be very, very helpful in your research. Next thing you'll notice, we cleaned this up a little bit, the defense rankings. So it's first position, so how the Jazz match up. First, point guard, shooting guard, power forward, small forward, and center. This is for every team. And currently it's on last year. Just because there's not a ton of data this year. So we like going on last year, and we will default to this year when we're a week or 2 in. But you could filter by years if you'd like. One thing to note is this green means they are over their line. So Grayson Allen points, he averages 15.7, and that is over his 15.5 prop. Another thing to note is that red means they're under. So if you look at his rebound line, it is 3.5, and his average is 3.3. So again, below line is red, above line is green. If they don't have a line for something, it's purple. So obviously, players don't have lines for minutes usually. So that is purple in this case here. Pace, another new filter, or another new updated filter. And you could search for things like possessions per game, which is just pace, assists, turnovers, rebound rate, efficiency in field goal, defensive and offensive efficiency. So you could filter that however you'd like. And the 2 teams you're researching will be highlighted in purple, just to get a quick glance of what to expect in this game. As you can see, Grayson Allen is on the Suns, and they are playing the Jazz. You can see that here. So those two teams are highlighted in this case. So that's the important updates for the filters, matchup, and pace. The injury report has been updated slightly. If you've been with us for NFL and MLB, it's the same as that. You could see all, or you could filter by position. You could also see when the last status update was available. So, for example, Mark Williams was yesterday, but Niang wasn't. His was 2 weeks ago or so. You could see that he will be reevaluated in 2 or 3 weeks. So that's why that status update is from so long ago. It'll say out if they're out, obviously, probable, questionable, day-to-day, everything like that. Doubtful for NFL, but yep, you could filter all those guys in. So if you want to see how Grayson Allen performs without Jalen Green, I mean, they haven't played together yet, but you could see how he performs with him out. Let's just see Mark Williams. So without Mark Williams, he went over his rebound line. Kind of makes sense, you know, without a center. Gonna need some more rebounds from your other players. You can also click all players, see everyone, filter anyone in or out as you wish, and then click the depth chart, and you could, if they're purple, that means they have lines available, so you could click them directly from here. For example, if you want to see Devin Booker's props, you could click Devin Booker directly from the depth chart and go from there. The next new thing you'll notice is this split potential assist and rebound chance menu. Splits, just general NBA splits here. Potentials, shooting splits, point splits, and efficiency splits. Just important to get a gauge. You could even use this for the filters. For example, potentials, he averages 7.3 potential assists. So if you go to filter and then 7 for potential assists, you could see games where he hit his line on those 7 potential assists. You could see more info here on potential assists and rebound chances specifically. This season, he had 18.9 assist to pass ratio. This is a really important number if you're researching potential assists. You could see just the raw number, passes made, minutes as well. But this percentage kind of just wraps everything up for you. Same with the rebound chance. You'll see the distance, which I think the distance and chances are the important stats here. But you can see everything to do with potential assists, rebound chances in their previous games, instead of just like a bar graph of everything. If you were with us last season, this is still the same, just how shooting guards have performed against Utah. So whatever prop you're on, that's what it'll filter by. So for example, if you're on points, it'll filter by points. And if this is green, that means they went over their line. If it's red, they went under their line. And you can see their minutes and field goals made and attempted as well. And then these graphs at the bottom here are also the same as last season. So you'll see average minutes graphs, assist graph, rebound graph, field goals made and attempted, and then 3 points made and attempted, just to get a quick glance of how a player's been performing. And if you click last 20 for the filter here, that it'll show in terms of that. So however you want to do that there, note that the prop you select here will edit this, and the prop category, like last 5, 10, 20, you select here will edit this graph as well. Okay, that's it for the research page. Remember, you could also change the line manually, see what alternate lines there are, and favorite a prop. To look at your favorited props, you could look here in the top right corner there. You could click alt lines as well if you want to filter by any and every alt line possible. But again, check out that video if you want to learn more just how to use the UI of Propfinder. And now let's get into the cheat sheets. So cheat sheets, pretty self-explanatory, I think. The defensive matchups show a team, the position, and then the opposing player that they're facing. So in this case, let's just filter by points. Jordan Poole's line is 17.5. He is averaging 19 this season, and his average against the Celtics is 21.3, getting 25.6 points average as well. Rebounds 6.6, assists 8.1, and you'll see the ranks. So for example, Jordan Poole against the Celtics average 25.6 points. So if you click Jordan Poole here, you'll see that the Celtics versus point guards average 25.6, and that's what this number is. The head-to-head hit rate is 21.3, so if you click here, 21.3 is what he's averaged against Boston, and then 19 is what he's averaging on the season. And again, his line is here. So if this is green, they're over the line. If it's just gray, they are under the line. So, for example, 23.5 and 20.7, and then 22 on the head-to-head for Trae Young. You could filter by all of these points, rebounds, assists, 3 points, steals, blocks, and this is just kind of a key of the defensive matchup that player has. So Ja Morant has a very hard matchup. The Warriors are only averaging 22.1 versus point guards. His line is 23.5, and he's averaging 22 and averaging 22.3 head-to-head. So if we click him here, you can see the Warriors are ranked 30, which means they are a very hard matchup. Remember, rank 1 is the best matchup. And you could see that, again, 22.1. You could see that here. So something to note there for sure. You could do the same thing for rebounds, assists, threes, steals, blocks. You could filter by position and by year as well. And then next thing I want to cover is the player alt hit rates. You could filter by points, rebounds, assists, three-pointers, any position, any game, and then count. So 5, 10, 15, season, and head-to-head. And this will show you the matchup at a quick glance, and then their alt hit rates on these lines. So Cade to hit 20 plus, he's minus 370, and he is 5 out of 5 hitting that line in his last 5 games. You could see Zion 25 plus, he's hit in 4 out of his last 5. And then you could just filter all of these. So if you want to see which forward has the most 40-point games, it's Jaylen Brown. And he actually has a good matchup tonight, but he has plus 2,000 to hit his 40-plus, even though he's hit it once in his last 5 games. Again, you could filter by season, head-to-head. You could take columns in and out. You could add filters. You can download for your own use, however you want to do that. But that's everything Propfinder has to offer. I would start at the research tab and then go to cheat sheets and just filter by that. But all the data is there for you. That's how to use NBA through Propfinder this season. Best of luck. If you have any suggestions, remember, we're open to any and all suggestions. Drop them in the comments. Join our Discord. Drop them there. Any questions, DM us on Discord. Make a support ticket. I'll be making a video of how to use our Discord later on as well. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Later.